Little man, you look like the fire symbol from the Universus collectible card game. Did you know that? Are you a fan of Attack on Titan?
The mere sight of you has always made me so damn angry.
What's up, everybody? My name's Daniel. You know me online as Zastan, and today is a very special video. Courtesy of UVS Games, I have gotten 3 packs of the new Attack on Titan Apocalypse set. This is the set that comes out in May. Release date is May 16th. So pre-release is May 9th. It starts May 9th. So get into your local stores and get the new product. I'm super excited to do this because this is the first product they've given me to open. First thing that I've had any connection with UVS Games since doing content. And even though I'm not the biggest, I want to thank you guys because everything the attention you've given me has helped me be able to get this. And hopefully in the future I can do more things, more box openings, more reveals. I have an AoT box I'm going to open on camera and put on the channel later on. But for now, let's get into this. And I hope you guys like the video. Leave a subscribe too. But let's get into it. Before we get into the actual packs, I wanted to show off the new Mikasa Hizuru's Hope playmat that I got from UVS Games to show off these packs for you today. Their mats are always 100% great. These always feel good, look good. I really like this side. It's kind of looks like a gigantic pack on the side. But yeah, I just want to show that off. Really like this style. I like the blue. I'm a very simplistic person. I like simple mats, so I don't need a bunch of different colors and crazy things going on. All right, let's get into this first pack. We're going to open it up. Oh, these packs actually look super cool. I actually like the art of this pack. I've actually been a big fan of the AoT sets. I do think that the set 1 may have been a little too big, but everything else about it has been absolutely perfect in my opinion. I loved AoT 2. Everything they showed off AoT 3 so far has been great. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first card is Anti-Ship Rock Barrage, 5 high 8, 7 diff, 4 check. Gotta love those 4 checks. Says Blitz after you play this attack, your rival commits 1 face-up foundation. Really good for draft. You know, it's just basically a 5 high 8 stun one, which is pretty good. Pit Trap, it's a 0 low for 7, 4 diff, 1 low block. Oh, this was a 1 low block as well. If you have played an outwit ability this turn, this attack gets 4 speed. So basically, if you're playing like a bunch of outwit cards, you're playing like Armin 3, AoT 3 Armin. I can't remember his second name so far. The fire order one we just got in this set. So you play all your stuff face down, you outwit. Well, this thing becomes a 407, so that's pretty cool. Warrior Training, that's a 2 diff, 2 mid, 5. Some of these cards I only read once, so I have to read them again. I apologize. Response flip after your attack deals damage to a character, build 1 backup from your hand. This is really good. So like 1 for any backup character, but specifically Reiner 3 in the set, or Reiner Marley's Hope, I think is his name. I can't remember. The third Reiner we've gotten in AoT. He cares about having backups and assets and a momentum. So this is going to help you get that because it kind of covers 2 bases. It gets you your momentum and also fast builds you a backup. The thing he really wants is a bunch of fast building for backups, so that's pretty cool. And then like, yeah, it's on Chaos. It's a 2 diff. I should probably have been saying what symbols these are. This is Order Tuned and a Life Attuned. Apologies, I'm new at this. Oop, oop. End of the cycle, 2 low, 2, a 2 low block, 2 diff, 5 difficulty, life attuned. Says this attack gets -6 speed, equal to the number of cards in all players' card pools combined. That's an enhanced commit cost. So yeah, so like whenever you keep blocking, they keep playing. It's gonna get harder to block later on. This card says, well, it's not actually gonna be that hard because I have 4 cards in my card pool. You have 4 cards in your card pool. this is going to get -8 speed. And then you're going to block that card because it's -8 speed. Jaeger's Follower, that's a 1-diff 5-check with a 2 mid block. It's an ally backup. Ally backups are really good right now. We've got with Heroes of Alexandria having ally backups, and then with Hunter's Ally being able to build ally backups and stuff like that. They're actually pretty good. And this has a 1 stamina, so it's super weak, but that's fine because it's a 1-diff. Where usually if you're gonna play a 1-diff, it's usually for the value of just playing the backups, not because of what the backup's really doing. But let's get into its effects. You can include up to 10 copies of this card in your deck, which means like you could just have 10 of this thing. You don't even have to have any other backup. It could just be 10 of this thing. We have a character in the set that cares about backups. Every time he mills 2 and he sees a backup, he gets to can't remember if it was build or add, but I think this is the card that belongs with him because you can just play 10 of this card, so you keep seeing it. Enhanced Commit, look at the top card of your deck, you may mill 1. That's a pretty good ability. For a 1-diff, this is essentially a spam card. It's on an infinity symbol, by the way. Being able to look at the top card and then choose if you want to have it or not is pretty good. That's basically like, hey, I get to check. If you're playing 10 of this card and you somehow get Altan out, which may not be impossible, you can look at the top card of your deck 10 times and mill them. So you basically can say my next 10 checks are not going to be bad. That's pretty good. This is also, I just realized this is not unique. So things like Rock Barrage from AoT 2 can play this card. That's pretty cool. Like you can build it in with that card and do stuff with that. And then Enhanced Commit, this deck gets -1 speed for every 2 copies of Jaeger's Follower in your stage, minimum 1. Okay, that's pretty good. So that means, yeah, every 2 copies is -2 speed. So if you're playing your 10 copies, you can get up to -5 speed. I mean, for just being a 1-diff backup, I think that's pretty good. Obviously not going to go in every deck, but it's going to go in the decks that care about this kind of thing, backups in general. Things that want to play Rock Barrage. Hanj1 is going to, or Hanzo from set 1 is going to love this card. And yeah, nope, that's not the card I meant to look at next. Well, we know whenever you are. Time for Battle. I actually know what this card does. This is a 1/5 3 mid block. This says sacrifice 1 foundation. After your rival attack deals damage to you, your character, they commit 1 foundation. This card's insane. I don't know. I don't know how else to slice that. Like saying, hey, you commit 1 for every time you attack me on the death symbol. This is a death attune card. We have so much damage reduction on death that like you can be taking 2 damage, 3 damage, and then be like, okay, cool, I'll take 2, and you commit 1. It does sacrifice you a foundation, so you do need to keep that in mind when you're actually going to go into it, or you're going to use this ability. But also, death is really good at rebuilding. We have things like Always Cool. We have things like Weapons Clash. We have enormous axe. We have a card in this set that's like enormous axe. We have a card in AoT 2, right? Or was it 1? That was like also like enormous axe. So like we have a lot of abilities that say, hey, build more cards in, or when destroyed, build cards in, etc. So this card's gonna see a good amount of play. It's just it makes your opponent not want to attack. All right, on to the next one. I keep doing that by accident. Oh, hey, look at that. Here's Yours Hope. This is this character. I wonder if this is the alt art. That'd be cool if this is the alt art. I actually don't know what art this is. Yeah, so yeah, Mikasa. This is the first character we pulled. There's 1 per pack, so we'll see 2 more. 5/35. Reveal 1 weapon card from your hand. Attack gets plus X damage. X equals to the revealed card's block modifier. So if you have a weapon card with like +3 block mod, that card gets +3 damage, which is a solid effect. I mean, damage bump is good. And then the part that makes this character really cool is Enhance Sacrifice 1 Foundation, draw 2 cards. As I just said with this card, Death, which this card is Death in Air, you can build foundations pretty freely on Death. You have a lot of cards that say build a foundation. So using foundations to draw you 2 more cards is pretty good. So, like, if you destroy a foundation and you see 2 cards, and they're both foundations, well, now you just +1 foundations that you can build because you just destroyed a foundation. And also, this is not just during your turn. So during their turn, you can go dump your hand out to build, go to 0, they come to attack you, and you go, cool, I'm going to draw 2 cards now. Or, like, if you have something that draws a card when it's destroyed, you can draw 3 cards or something like that. And then you have effects like I'm With You or Loss of Consciousness that have effects when they're destroyed. So, this character is pretty cool. I don't know how crazy this character is going to be because it is a 5-hander, so it is going to have, like, a slow start. But if this character keeps going, like, if you don't deal with this character quickly, I do think she can get kind of out of control. So yeah. All right. Well, I've accidentally been revealing this UR the entire time because I can't open a pack properly. So let's get to this UR. Unrelenting Advance. It's a 4-diff, 2-mid 5, 3-check fire tuned. So it has a powerful 2. It's a Fury Titan. This card cannot leave your card pool during the combat phase. So they can't cape and overturn it. They can't decoy duplicate it. They can't dimensional sphere it. So basically, they can't just play a card that gets rid of this on the board. It's just going to stay there. But that also means you can't clear it either. In response, after this attack is blocked, mill cards from your deck until you've milled an attack. Add the milled attack to your hand. So this basically says that your opponent's not going to block. They're going to find a different way to deal with this attack. Because we don't, like... This is a 2-mid 5, so it has very, like, fair stats. But they don't want you to go and mill something that might be better than this. So they might just either take the 5, or they find something else to block. And this doesn't say full block. This just says if it's blocked. So if they block it and they can't get rid, like, do anything about it, then, well, you're just gonna get another attack. But yeah, this card's pretty cool. We had a card like this before. It was an Endeavor card from My Hero Academia, and it was a very good card as well. So yeah, we're gonna put that to the side. Oh, let me show that art, by the way. Yeah, look at that. It's probably not the best. My camera is weird. Yeah, you got that red. You got that blue in the middle on the Titan, and then it's orange in the background because it matches the attune symbol, which is something I really like. I like that the backgrounds have the color of the attune symbol. Makes it really easy to tell you what kind of symbol card it is. Like this one right here. This one's pink, and this is Chaos. It's really nice. Bound by Blood. This is a 2-diff, 2-mid for 5. Chaos attuned. It has response. After one or more of your backups are destroyed, or your rival clears one or more cards from the card pool during the combat phase, you draw 1 card. So this is also pretty good. And stuff like, so the new Zeke says destroy a backup and gain health and draw a card. Well, now you get to draw 2 cards because of this card. And if you have ways to restand it, then that's even better. You can draw more cards off of this card. But yeah, I mean, backups are very strong. Backups are better in this set than I believe they were in 2 and 3. Like, we had a really strong backups in the other 2 sets, I think. And some of them were, mostly in AoT 2. But I think the backups in this set are actually pretty, like, insane. So this card is probably even good in draft because, like, you're going to be getting backups in draft. Brothers Return. I actually don't know if I've seen this card. Oh, Brothers Reunited. I don't remember seeing this card. This is a 3-diff 5-check 2-mid block response. Flip after your rival deals after your attack deals damage. Add 1 backup from your discard pile to your hand. Oh, that's pretty cool. This card's on Life Attuned. Life is like the backup symbol. Like every good backup support card is really on Life or supporting Life in some way. So being able to say, hey, whenever I deal damage, whether to you or your backup, I just get to get another backup. Yeah, that's, I mean, can't say too many bad things about that. Getting like a Titan under Orders or a Grisha's or any of the ally backups from this set. I haven't pulled, but I can't remember their exact names. I'm not the biggest AoT person, so I don't know all their names. But there's some really good ally human backups in this set that this can also grab. So yeah, this card's pretty good. I like this card a lot. Jaeger's Takeover. Interesting. It's an ally action. It's a 3/5 check with a 2 mid block. Response, discard pile, remove. After you mill this card, your attack gets +2 damage. You may add 1 backup with 2 difficulty or less for your discard pile in your hand. Well, that ability is insane. That ability is super good. This just says if you mill this, you just get it. You basically draw one because you get to add it back in your hand, and your attack gets 2 damage. This is a really good card. Response: after your rival plays a character ability, mill 2, add one of the cards milled this way to your hand. That's a response, and then and after you mill this card, so you can't do both of these. Obviously, this one requires it to be milled, which means it needs to be discarded off the top of the deck. Milled off the top of the deck to get that ability. And then the second ability is if it's in your hand. But if they activate a character ability, you get to basically say, hey, I don't want this card. I'm going to go look at the next 2 and see if I can find a card I do want. Which is pretty cool. It replaces itself with potentially a better card, maybe an attack. Maybe you're getting an attack on top of your deck. And cool, but what I really like is I really like that mill effect. Getting a backup and also giving your attack 2 damage just feels so good. That's a cool ability. I like that card. That's also fire tuned. I don't know if I said that. All right, that was a very fire heavy pack. Let's get into the next one. All right. Well, this is a 4-diff foundation. Cool. All right, so we've got Imprison. It's a 4-diff 4-check with a 1 mid block. It's an order attuned. It says response: commit after your rival's ready step. Commit one of their foundations. This card is great. This card says commit after your rival's ready step, which means they have re-readied all their cards at the beginning of the turn. To start the turn, you say, hey, you get to choose, right? Commit one of their foundations. Yeah, you get to choose that foundation. You could say, hey, that foundation doesn't exist for the rest of the game unless they have a way to restand it. They can just say, hey, we're not worrying about that card. That card is done. So this is a really good card for if you have a particular foundation you're trying to play around, you can just say, hey, I'm not playing around that anymore. We're just gonna say it doesn't exist anymore on my turn. Cool, awesome. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Tibir Family Influence. It's a 5-diff foundation. It's a 5-diff 5-check 2 high lock that says response death attuned. Response: after you sacrifice one or more foundations, build the top card of your deck to face down. So I was talking about all those effects on death that say, hey, build a foundation. Well, here's another one. This is a 5-diff that says, hey, destroy a foundation, build another one. So neat. I don't know how much this card will be played because it is a 5-diff, but I mean in sealed, this card will be really good. I think getting free foundations off of ability. So if you pull a Mikasa in this card, you can just be like, hey, cool, I have a 5-diff that that's gonna make sure I get to draw a free 2 every turn. Yeah, so cool. I don't know much else to say about that. Aaron's message. Fire tuned 1-diff 4-check 2 low block. It's a Titan card. This is a Titan card. Enhance your attack, mill 1. If you milled a Titan card this way, this attack gets 1 damage. All right, so if you're playing a Titan tribal deck, it's all Titan characters. Maybe you have some Titan foundations in there, like this card. It's basically a damage bump for those decks. Damage bump is real nice. That's how we win games. I like that art though. That art's really cool. This tree, I don't think this is a tree. I think this is like a beam. Like I said, I'm not that too deep into AoT. I started the show. I didn't get to finish it, but I think this is supposed to be a beam of light. All right. Destructive March. 7-diff 4-check. 3 low for 10. 1 mid block. It's Deadlock Blitz Ruin 3. Titan. It's a Titan card on Death Attuned. Yeah, I mean, this card's probably really good in sealed. Sealed is a format we need to pay attention to. So sealed's going to get cards. Not much to really say about this card. But you know, it's probably really getting sealed. Set 3 low for 10. It has a lot of damage. You could sometimes people will not have low blocks. You can just say, hey, I got you with this 3 low 10. Titanic Hook. It is a 5-diff 3-check, 1 high block, fire tuned, Fury Punch Titan. It has all of the keywords. 4 mid 6. It has splits, mill 4. That's a lot. This attack gets +1 speed for each attack milled this way. Okay, so if you mill 4 attacks, this is just an 8 mid for 6 5-diff, which is pretty solid. It's not like terrible stats. If you're on average milling 4, you might mill 1 attack, depending on like your deck ratio. So it could be like a 5 mid 6, which is okay. Again, probably more better in like draft, but still a cool card. See the ocean. Well, this card, it says ocean. This is green. It's weird. It's a life attuned card. That's why it's green. 1 diff 6 check. We like 6 checks. 3 mid block response. At the start of your end phase, if no character took damage this turn, gain 1 health. Okay, so another health gain card for life. It's pretty cool. If you're playing like longer games, this is gonna do it's gonna do a lot, because like if you're just building and passing, and like this is start of either end phase, so actually you could just build on your turn and just gain a free health. And if you get 4 of these, just gain 4 health for doing nothing, which is pretty cool. Yeah. If I do this, I went too far. We'll talk about that in a second. Oh, that was pretty cool though. Yeah. So Falco. Okay, no, mine's there now. Falco Grisis is Air Chaos 6-handed for 31 health. Spin momentum. Ready 1 foundation after the attack's not been ready to combat. Ready 1 foundation has not been ready this combat phase. If this card is the second time, if this is man, I can't speak. If this is the second time you've played this ability this turn, transform 1 Falco Grice. All right, now I'll just do that. Falco Grice has a flip form. His color, he's blue. It makes him really hard to see on my camera. There we go. There you go, better. Yeah, it's a 631 on the backside as well. Titan Warrior, when this attack deals damage, ready 1 card in your stage that has not been ready to this combat phase, your attack gets EX2. That's a pretty good ability. Your attack gets 1 speed for each foundation in your rival stage. This character, I think, is going to be crazy. I know this is an enhanced commit. I would like to say that this top ability says card in your stage. It can re-ready itself, which means this bottom enhanced says, hey, if you let me deal damage with that attack that I just gave 10 speed, I'm going to do it again. Yeah, so I think this card's pretty good. And then, like, his front side is pretty standard. It's just really, his front side is really just here to get him to the back side. Essentially. He very much wants to transform. Alright, let's get into this next card, because I already saw it, so it's going to be crazy. Oh my, look at that. That's an Obsidian Secret Rare. 3 packs, and my first 2 packs are a UR and an Obsidian Secret Rare. Colossal Confrontation, 7 high, right? That's a high? Yep, that's a 7 high. This isn't the easiest to see. It looks cool though. 7 high for 10, 9 diff 4 check, order attuned. This card is a breaker 1, is shift, and a Titan. It has Blitz, Ruin 3, build 1 card from your hand face down, and search your deck for a card and add to your hand. This card is insane. This card says they lose 3 face downs. If they have a bunch of face downs on the board, they say they lose 3 foundations, and you get a free build, and you get a card from deck. Any card you want. This card's crazy, and it has a fact side ability that we'll get into in just a second. I forgot to say this is a 1 mid block, I think. But just the front side, this is being a breaker. It has so many good text on it, text cards on it, and it's a secret rare, and it's Obsidian, so that you know this card's awesome. Let's get to the back side of it. Ooh, I don't know. did we have a shift secret rare? I don't know if we had a shift secret rare because I think they changed the background too. Like this isn't foil, right? Yeah, this definitely isn't foil, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the normal background for the normal secret rare. I think this is also an alternate art, but it just isn't foil. It's also in like the obsidian. Oh my lord! Ignore that. Chaos. Ignore that. I'm pretty sure that this is a alternate background. I'm gonna need a sleeve. I just realized that. I didn't think about this ahead of time. I didn't think I was gonna pull a card like this. So yeah, yeah, and then the backside is a unique foundation. It says first form, flip one foundation, commit one red foundation. You know, that isn't like the craziest ability ever. You do get to choose the foundation, which is pretty cool. It is a first form, so you're gonna do that at the start of your turn. So it's not really gonna be helpful later in the turn. But that's not. You're just getting extra benefit for a card that already has a fantastic front side. So yeah. Dude, that's super cool. I can't believe I got an obsidian. That's insane. Oh, this card looks so cool. Put that to the side. I don't have to get a sleeve after I'm done with this pack. Yeah, man, that's insane. Rushing forward, 4 diff, 3 check, order attune, 3 high, 5, 1 low block. Is EX3 charged weapon on the order attune symbol. Respond to the start of your block step. If this attack speed is 6 or greater, draw 1 card. Deadlock Blitz, draw 1 card, add 1 card for your handy momentum. Okay, so it has EX3, so like if you have a momentum already, you can make this 6-speed move. There's also plenty of cards that can just make this thing 6-speed. It's checking at the start of the block step, so which means you get to play your enhanced game with your opponent, and then afterwards determine if this card's gonna draw you a card or not. So you get to that's like a lot of nice forward thought when you're preparing to put into this card. And then the deadlock, draw a card, and then you add 1 card to momentum. It just says, hey, I get a free momentum. Like you're not gaining an extra card, but you are going to see a card. It's basically like, you know how this card just say draw 1 and discard 1. Well, instead of drawing 1 and discarding 1, you're drawing 1 and gaining momentum, which is just a better rate. So yeah, this card's pretty cool. It's also a 4 diff with like solid stats. 3 high 5 is solid for a 4 diff, and it has EX3. Furious Engagement, 5 diff, 0 mid, 3 high for 7, air attuned. This card has a lot of damage. Fury Weapon. If this attack is your... if this is the only card in your card pool, this attack gets 2 speed. If your rival has cycled this game, this attack gets 5 speed instead. Okay, so if you've played late in the game and they've cycled, you can just say, hey, this is an 8 high for 7 5 diff with no other stats. With no other buttons pressed into it. That's pretty cool. It's probably like sick in draft. Just because draft games can typically go longer, so all these cycle effects can just say, hey, these draft games are going to go a little bit faster. This is probably going to be one of those cards that's really good in it. And the last card is Pulverizing Punch. It's a 6 diff, 3 check, 1 high, 5 high for 7, Chaos Attuned, Fury Punch Titan, Blitz, mill 3. This attack gets +1 speed for each Fury or Titan card milled this way. You may spend momentum, and if you do, play this ability a second time. Wow. Alright, so like this is 1 speed, right? Yeah, so if you're built on Fury and Titans, which isn't impossible to do. One, this is a Fury Titan. We have Attack Titan, teaming with the Attack Titan, which is a Fury Titan, etc. You can build a deck around those. Besiege is a Fury. You can say, hey, this card's gonna get a bunch of speed if I mill those, and then you can still let them do it again. So it's kind of like, it's not echo, but it's like you're echoing the ability, which is cool. Yeah, that's sick. I like this card. And this art is really good. Look what he's doing. Look at that face. He is rocking. I believe that's Armor Titan, right? I believe this is Reiner. He is rocking Reiner. All right. I can't imagine my luck is going to be more crazy. I already got an obsidian. Let's see if I get another obsidian. That'd be insane. If I got 2 obsidians in 3 packs, I'd freak out. Titan Takedown, 3 mid for 6. 5 diff, 3 check, 3 mid. Chaos Attune has Throw and Titan. Throw is pretty good. 5 diff Throw, so this is a Say Rampage card. Yeah, so if you're able to cycle this game, this attack gets +2 speed in +2 damage. So you can say if they cycle, this is a 5 mid for 8 throw. It's probably gonna be, like I said, really good in sealed, really good in draft. I don't know how much play is gonna see out of that, but in this set, when playing against sealed and draft, this is probably gonna be a really good card to pull in your draft. Catching Up, 2 mid, 5 check, 3 high block. It's life attuned. Enhanced Commitment Foundation. This attack gets +2 damage. The cool thing about this card is, 1, commit for damage is solid, but this doesn't say it has to be itself, which is really convenient because you can like commit face downs to give damage instead of committing this. It's just better than committing this card. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Protective Encasement, 4 diff, 5 check. This is a Chaos Attune Foundation. It's a 1 low. It's a Titan keyword. We like those for that other card that says Mill for Titans. Enhanced Sacrifice. Your rival's next attack gets -5 damage. All right, cool. So you can say, hey, I'm preparing. Like I'm gonna block this attack, and say your next attack is gonna do nothing, unless they put stuff into it. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty solid card. Not really much to say about that effect. Damage reduction's good. Moral Conflict. This is a 1 diff 5 check 3 mid air attuned foundation. Has Enhanced Sacrifice. Discard 1 card. Clear 1 card from your card pool. You cannot clear cards for the rest of the combat phase. All right, so I mean, yeah, that's fine. This is a spam. It sacrifices it, right? Discarding a card can be pretty tough on a cost. But I mean, when you're trying to clear cards, that might just be good enough. Especially if like you're clearing. There's a lot of card draw, so I mean, you could draw enough cards where discarding that card does not matter. So that's cool. Eluding Free, man. I hope Eluding Fire, man. I cannot read. 1 diff 5 check 2 mid block, air attuned foundation. Enhanced Flip. This attack gets 2 speed. If your rival cycle this game, draw 1 card. This is probably still more for draft, but honestly, this cycle effect is pretty cool. Drawing a card is nice. Enhanced for 2 speed is fine. Like that's, I mean, it's a flip cost. It's a 1 diff spam, so like that's pretty good. We play similar cards with the same kind of stats, but again, this is probably going to be more for draft. Yeah, come on, there we go. Snap Decision. That's a 3 diff 4 check. Remove after your rival plays their 3rd attack or greater this turn. Add to their hand. Rival's next turn to play a card. Play an attack gets -1. It's a foundation on life attuned to 3 mid block. This card's insane. Any disruption for any symbol is going to be good. Like this says, hey, life has access to ways to not die. And also, like, reducing their check is pretty cool. So you can say, hey, you're going to add that back to your hand. You can try playing it again, but you're going to have to check even more poor than you did before. I kind of wish it said just the next card they play, but maybe it'd be too strong, especially for a common. This art is also crazy. Look at this man. Looks like he's missing an eye. I think is that Levi? I think that's Levi. I don't know. I know this is Hanj. I think it's Levi. Reiner. This is one of the characters I like in the set the most. God, man, that lighting makes him look like he's a blue man. Oh, that's crazy. Avoid your eyes. Yeah, so he's a Chaos Order 6-hander with 30 health. He has so much text. Titan Warrior. At the start of your end phase, if you have 4 or more card types among cards in your stage and have at least 1 momentum, flip 1 rival foundation and you may transform Riderbron Marley's Shield. Now, it says 4 cards in stage, so it counts himself. So basically what you need is you need a foundation, you need an asset, you need a backup, and then a momentum, and then you flip this guy. But he does have another effect on his front side. He has first form, you're not taxed at -1 difficulty. This card, that's a pretty good ability. It helps you build better if you're going, especially if you're going second. If you're trying to be aggressive, that says things like City Rampage or Fortifs. So that's pretty cool. Enhance your attack. Your rival flips one foundation. That's pretty good. Every deck you play, you just say, hey, flip one. Flip one. Eventually, they won't have a thing to flip, and then that's what you want to be, because you want your opponent to have like no foundations to play defensively against you. But now, we're going to go to the backside. Now, again, when he goes to the backside, he flips one of your rival foundations as well, and you get to target that card. And we're going to go into Armor Titan Finale. So, this is, he stays the same hand size, same health, same symbols and everything, same keywords. He's a Titan on the front side too, right? Yep, Titan and Warrior. Your attacks at +1 damage for each card type among your cards in your stage. Alright, so you've assembled 4 cards in your stage to play this card, to flip this card. Okay, now all your attacks are going to get +4 damage. That's very good stats. Even if you don't have anything else, for some reason you have 0 foundations, you have 0 assets, you have 0 backups, somebody just clears the board. This is still a card in your stage, still gives them a damage. But at the very least, you're always going to have this and foundations on the board, so all your attacks get +2 damage, which is pretty good. Rivals attacks get -1 damage. This is a pretty I'm not gonna say it's bad. Giving -1 damage is good. It's gonna matter in the long run, but it's a very innocuous effect. It's just it's there. It's nice that it's there. You're not really banking on the fact that you're giving -1 damage, but it's cool that they get it. Response: commit 1 card in your stage. After an attack is played, commit or flip 1 rival foundation. That ability is insane. So that is target, flip, or committal. And this is any card in your stage you get to commit. This card, you can commit him. He doesn't have any abilities on your opponent's turn anyway. This stuff's static, so it's going to happen regardless. I guess you don't want to commit him because you want to use the response. I guess if this is the last card in your card pool, you could last card to do it too. You could do that. But you can commit your backups, you can commit your assets, you can commit your foundations. But the first thought I have is, if you're playing a backup that has no real defensive ability, you could just say, hey, I'm committing this to commit one of those. Which is really good. He's on Chaos and Order. He is a Walk the Dog character. So committing a bunch of their stuff and then passing to turn to you can be really good. I think this character's sick. He is going to be I don't know if he's going to be hard to build. He's definitely going to be interesting to build because you have to play so many different card types. You have to figure out the good ratios to make it to where you have enough foundations to build while also keeping these other cards in the deck so you can build off of those. All right, we didn't get any cool super rare card in our last pack, but we did get rare. This is, oh my God, am I going to pronounce his name right? Onion Capon. Onion Capon, I think is his name. I think. I don't know. Anya. I can't say that. That's a character in the game. Capon. We're going to call him Capon. 2 diff, 1 low block, 5 check, 4 stamina, is unique ally, the backup. First enhance, commit, choose 1 card in your card pool. It does not count towards progressive this turn. You cannot play abilities on the card's name, Capon, this turn. I'm not going to try to say his whole name again. Yeah, so this is one of those cards where I was like, hey, there's some good backups in the set, some good human backups. Sadly, this is unique, so Rock Barrage can't build this in. But this is one of those cards. Saying, hey, I have this free card. It's Life Attuned, by the way. I have this free card. I'm going to commit this and say, hey, this stuff doesn't count. Is a pretty good ability. So yeah. That's a cool card. I like this card. I like all the backups in the set. I think all of them have like a space. They have something they're doing. Impassioned Appeal. This is a 2-diff, 5-check, 2-eye block, life attuned foundation. Has response. After you take damage, add 1 wall counter to your character. Okay, well this card's just solid for wall counter characters. It's on life, so the new Hanj in the set and Historia from set 2 are like the two that are going to be playing this card. I guess like it doesn't say it has to have like you can just add a wall counter to anything, which can be maybe useful. I mean, there's some cards that care about wall counters that doesn't have to be on this. That doesn't have to be a wall counter centered character. But yeah, cool. That's a nice nice little thing for wall counter decks. Armored Cross. This is a 2-low, 5-diff, 5, 5-diff. That's a lot of 5s. 5-diff, 5-mid, 5. With 3-check, 2-low block. Blitz, Punch Titan on the Chaos Attune. Blitz, Ruin 1. If with 8 more foundations, Ruin 2 instead. Just another really good, in my opinion, really good draft card. Hey, I play this. This is a 5-mid, 5. Destroy 2 foundations. Could be good in Standard too. But the thing I think of when I think of this card is it's a really good draft. Alright. And then the last card we have is Veteran's Precision. It is a 5-diff, 5-high for 4, 3-check, air-attuned card. 3-low block, attack. Has powerful 3 in weapon. This card says your next weapon attack is -1 difficulty and +1 speed. That's just a solid effect. Hey, essentially for your next attack, this doesn't count. And then it gives them an extra speed. So that card's cool too. I don't know, again, probably going to be like super good in draft. There's a lot of weapons just in general in AoT. So this card just might be really good in draft, but maybe we'll see some standard play. It is air tuned. That is like the weapon symbol. So air and death are like the 2 weapon symbols in AoT. So like an air death character could play this card. That could be cool. And so yeah, that's it. That's all the cards I got. So let's go back over to the 2 cool cards I got. So again, I already forgot the name. Unrelenting Advance. I don't know if I said that's powerful too, but that's powerful too. Yeah, and then the super sick Obsidian Secret Rare. Oh, this is so cool, and it's easy to show on the camera because it's dark. It's Obsidian. That's convenient. Oh, that card's so cool. Look at that art. But yeah, that is it. I thank you guys for watching. I probably went way longer than I probably should have for 3 packs. But I wanted to like talk over every card. Considering the set's new, I probably won't do that when I do the box opening. I'll probably just go through the cards and just see which ones I like and talk about the ones I like. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm glad to see you guys here. I'm glad UVS did this for me. Shout out to them. Shout out to UVS Games. Shout out to the set coming out soon. May 9th for pre-releases. May 16th for the set release. And then yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. But until then, that's it for now. Later.